For the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to be talking about how to creatively package and price your services. And my goal is just like my conversation with Alina is by the end to just fill you with some ideas of different ways you could go about, like I said, building packages in new and creative ways. So really quick introduction. So my name is Maxine. I am a former economist and investment banker turned the CEO of Pick My Brain. I'll tell you a little bit more about Pick My Brain as I kind of go through the presentation, but really high level, I'm working on building the world's first knowledge marketplace. I kind of dream of a world where I can buy and shop people and have a conversation with anybody in the world about anything. I want that so bad, so I started to build it. We have been in private beta for 3 years, just seeing how this idea will work. And we've attracted 500 people from over 22 different countries. And I've helped every single one of them package and price their knowledge in new ways. So lots and lots of case studies to pull from that I'll pull from some from here. I myself have been able to make just over 100,000 using Pick My Brain, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And I'm on a mission to help others do the same. And my newest recent goal with a program I launched called Meet the World's People, because I just love meeting people. And I think we all have the answers to everything in our minds. It's the distribution of ideas that's missing, is I'm looking to facilitate 1 million conversations between the world's people in the next year. So that's my latest pursuit. I love knowing the missions people are on currently, so I shared that one. Today, for our agenda, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about what is Pick My Brain, what is this tool that has helped me creatively package my knowledge in this new way that people from all around the world have discovered me, and it's just given me such a creative outlet. How I did go about making my first $100,000 using Pick My Brain, case studies of how I'm helping others do the same. And then I'm going to take about 10 minutes and we're going to package and price a new offer. And I'm just going to show you how easy it is to do that and to get creative and kind of think outside the box as freelancers, how to keep it fun, how to keep making offers that keep you fresh and fun, passion driven, etc. And I'll talk a little bit about next steps. I will try to keep my eye on the chat box as well. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in, but I've got some time at the end for that as well. Okay, so what is Pick My Brain? Has anyone here ever been asked to have their brain picked or been asked to be taken out for coffee, or can you mentor me? Can you coach me? Can I spend time with you? Can you host or speak at my event? Anyone here? This is kind of a common problem it's not even a problem. It's just something that happens. You know, you meet brilliant people and you immediately want to learn more about how they did what they did. And I think it's a really beautiful question, but a lot of the times I was finding in my world that people would typically say no. They would shy away from it because it was either overwhelming, they didn't know how to handle it. That facilitation wasn't happening. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is just like, why? And so I created a solution that is called Pick My Brain, which is a platform that formally lets the world now know that they can book and pay you for your time, knowledge, and experience. So if anyone asks, can I pick your brain? You can be like, actually, yeah, I have a profile on Pick My Brain. Please go book a session. Because that's quite an interesting, it's an offer in and of itself. So how the platform works, really quickly, high level from the brain side, the person who is offering the knowledge, you build a profile. So this profile is a little bit goes above and beyond LinkedIn. So they called LinkedIn Resume 2.0, which was this digitized version of your resume that we all put on LinkedIn. And we've now got this huge database of everyone in the world, and we can find out where they work. Pick My Brain just goes a little bit further. We call Pick My Brain Resume 3D. It's more about what knowledge you have, what you want to offer, and how you can want to help. And then more personally, it also asks you, what's your story? What's your mission? What are your goals? What are some fun facts about you? And so the idea is, again, what if we could get the whole world to build this knowledge profile where we all shared what we knew, where we all shared how we could help, and we all shared interesting things about each other? What could that unlock? And I'll open up my profile in a little bit, but just want to give you a high level. It's this kind of 3D resume. So first thing you do is you build this profile if you want to be someone that puts up their hand and says, yes, I want to share my knowledge. Second, after that, in the back end of Pick My Brain, we've made it so that you can package and price your knowledge in these really, really unique ways. And I'll go into that a little bit more detail, but high level, you can go into the back end and you can unlock all these free or paid templated offers that typically people already ask. So Pick My Brain, right? It's one template in our back end that we offer. So, you know, it's a 30-minute session where someone can ask you any question that they desire. And we've started, we packaged and priced it for $50 for 30 minutes. You can adjust all the elements of these contracts, but if you want to let the world know that they can pick your brain, you just go and turn this offer on, list it on your profile, and now the entire world can book and pay you for that session. The profile facilitates the phone call, transfers the payments, handles review, handles invoicing, all of that. And then we've got this pool of other templates that you can choose from as well. Things like coffee and conversation. I actually made $7,000 just making myself available for a coffee and conversation. It was $75. I didn't know if anyone in the world would book me for it. Turns out they are interested in that interesting creative offer. And so a coffee and conversation is another template you could offer. Similar coaching sessions, 4-packs, 5 hours of custom work. I'll kind of go through those a bit later, but the idea is once you build your Pick My Brain profile, you can go to this template and just kind of choose and turn these offers on, add them to your profile, and let the world know that they can book you for these things. Third, after you kind of unlock some free and paid offers, this is one of the other problems I've seen in the freelance world. All of these offers are now listed on this marketplace, this knowledge marketplace, where we can go browse and search all these humans in one place. So as a freelancer, I found before I created Pick My Brain, what was really difficult was that I had to make my own website. I had to package and price my own services. I had to do my own SEO, my own marketing, my own lead gen, my own invoicing. And it was so much. And so again, when I built this tool, I was like, I really want to reduce the barriers of entry for selling your knowledge. And I really want to make it easy and collaborative, create quite an ecosystem around anyone who is selling knowledge and anyone who wants to buy knowledge. So again, Pick My Brain is that we're trying to build that world's first large knowledge marketplace, the world's first knowledge marketplace. So you can think of Etsy, huge marketplace where you can go buy goods that are made from independents. Pick My Brain is where you can go buy knowledge from people. So you build a profile, you unlock some offers, and they're immediately listed on a marketplace, which is helping you generate that demand. And then lastly, the back end of Pick My Brain, it kind of handles everything from bookings, payments, invoicing, reviews, reminders, calendars, etc. Again, we wanted to make it as easy as possible for people to sell knowledge. We saw that was also a barrier of entry for people. And so the platform also handles all of those things. So you can really focus on packaging and being creative versus the invoicing. And now that we all have a global audience, thinking about payments in different countries and invoicing in different countries can also be a barrier of entry. Again, Pick My Brain can kind of handle anyone in the world that books you and transfer payments from account to account, peer to peer. So that's from a brain's perspective. From a buyer's perspective, so if you had a Pick My Brain profile, how does it work when someone wants to shop you? Again, very similar. You head to pickmybrain.world and you can browse the brains, so you can shop the brains. You can book, one-click booking system. You can kind of see all their offers. You click book. And you pay them via your credit card, and then you leave them a review. And I'll show that I didn't have a screen for that one, but really, really simple. So that's really, really high level what Pick My Brain is. Again, this tool that makes it easy to package and price, this knowledge marketplace where we can all shop at each other's offers, and this kind of all-in-one system that handles all the administrative things that come with being a freelancer. So now I'm going to jump into, we've got a bunch of case studies on Pick My Brain. I've got about 100, but I decided for today's session, I'm just going to focus on like my story of how I kind of started to make my first $100,000 using Pick My Brain. And so I'm just going to share my screen. I'm just going to out of this really quick, and I'm going to go into my Pick My Brain profile. You can still see it, Alina? We're still good. You can see, yeah. Perfect. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is my Pick My Brain profile. I'm just going to refresh the page here so it switches over. And again, think about this. I really like to think about this as the new, 3D resume. I feel like LinkedIn only really shows off one version of ourselves and really focuses on the work that we've done. And like I said, Pick My Brain focuses on the knowledge I have and the work that I want to do with you. So high level, again, I've got an opportunity to bring in a video. I've got all my social medias here connected. So you can go check me out before you kind of, book a session with me. And then, like I said, we have done our best to create a profile that allows people to tag all the hats that they wear, all the knowledge that they have, all the ways that they can help you, why them, what is your story, what is your mission, what are some of your values, your greatest accomplishments, fun facts. Then I've got my resume down here. So to me, it's third important. After what it is, who I am, what I want to offer, my personal story, and then resume, what have I done out there in the professional world? So this is a scraped over from LinkedIn. And then I've also got an opportunity on my profile to build a portfolio. So I get to show off some projects. For me, I've showed off some people that I've helped build and what kind of packages and prices I've created for them on their Pick My Brain profile, which I'll jump into. And then here at the bottom, this is my favorite part about Pick My Brain, is that every session anyone books me for on Pick My Brain will follow up with a review, automatic review that asks everyone who booked a session with me how it was, what they got out of it. And now that I've used my profile for 3 years, I have these 190 reviews of people just, conveying to me what value I transferred to them, which I find is really powerful. I'm just going to collect these for the rest of my life. And whenever I'm having kind of a bad day or I forget about how I help people, I go and just read these and am reminded what it is that I do for people. Because we're always kind of constantly evolving and trying to find our value proposition, but it really helps when you ask others to frame it for you, use their language to kind of find out how you've helped them. So I love that part. It makes me really happy, this wall. And then on the right-hand side here is what we're going to focus today's session on. These are all of the offers that I am available for, that I have packaged and priced in the back end of my profile. And these little offers, we'll build one in today's session as well. Make it really, really easy, again, to package and price anything. So I'm available for this high-level meet me. Anybody in the world can book me for a one-on-one meet me for free. It's a unique 30-minute opportunity to just have a conversation with me. Ask me anything. And it's just a real opener. So anyone in this room, if you ever want to book me, all you have to do is head to pickmybrain.world, click Meet the Brains, search Maxine, and I will show up. And you can just click on my profile and bring here, and you can easily book a session with me. I've done 416 meet me's, which is really, really cool. People from all corners of the world have found me and this profile and this invitation, which has led to so many incredible conversations, such a powerful global network. And then a lot of these offers have converted into my paid offers, which is where I was able to kind of turn and start to monetize my time and showcase what it is I can offer. So again, this is my stack. I call everything on this list down here below this my stack of offers. And I think I've played with it so many times. I'll kind of speak to some of the fun offers I've made, but I feel like everyone's got a unique stack to them, depending on, again, how they want to kind of put themselves out there. So how I've packaged my knowledge right now is I've got these like light level offers, a 30-minute session where we can kind of work on a lot of things for $75. I've got a 60-minute session for $125, a 90-minute session for $175. So very, very standard offers. I just went with time-based because everyone kind of uses me, I've learned over the time, for different things, whether they want me to look at their profiles, whether they want me to help them package and price an offer, whether they want to know how to raise money. So I've raised a couple $100,000 using Pick My Brain. I find a lot of people want to learn about that. So I keep them pretty high level. I also have a 1 month of support package. I think a lot of freelancers could offer this. And it just includes 1 month of unlimited sessions with me. And I just support you for an entire month, and it's $2,000. And I've had about 34 people book me for that 1 month where I just kind of support them for an entire month and what they're doing. And I was like, again, I wonder if people would hire me for just an easy month, nothing long-term. Can I support my community that way? So I went and packaged, priced it, listed it on my profile. And this is about 6 months ago. Turns out the answer is definitely yes. People are totally open to booking 1 month of my time. I was like, okay, cool. Can I offer 1 year of my time? Could I offer something really creative that says, do you need 1 year of my support? It's totally unlimited. I'll give you access to my phone number. We can text, we can email, we can hop on the 30, 60, or 90-minute sessions. You've got me for a year, and I'm going to help you work on some kind of goal that you're going through. And I'm going to charge $20,000 for that offer. So far I've sold 2 of them. Kind of interesting. Didn't even know that someone would be willing to do that, or vice versa. But the only way to kind of test your offers is to package, price, list it, and let people know it exists, and see. And turns out 2 people wanted that. Another way, this is actually how I started. This is one of my older offers, is master classes and group programs. So Pick My Brain also lets you package not just one-to-one offers, but one-to-many offers. Again, I think so many freelancers, I think every human being in the whole world has a master class in them, as something that you could teach for a couple hours. That is really important to you, or you just have passion for. If you packaged and priced it into an event and hosted it maybe once every couple months and let your community know, chances are, again, you could generate some revenue. You could think of creative ways, again, how to build an own masterclass. But yeah, every so often I run a master class just like this. It just goes into more details. It's 3 hours, and it's about packaging, pricing, and selling knowledge. The description of it is pretty high level. So I kind of go into more detail here of what we can do in that master class. And yeah, when I'm ready to offer it, I kind of just copy this service and share it on my Facebook with my community. Hey world, I'm offering this session. This is what you'll walk away with. Oh, I'm logged in. I'll log out and show you how that happens. But yeah, I just share that link and it goes straight to that offer. And people can easily book, pay. Sometimes I enter promotion codes for it. I'll show that later. They can book and pay for it, and I can, let people take my class. Yeah, this one has been repackaged a few ways. I've probably sold about 100 of them, but I've repackaged it so many times. So this one's my latest one. But again, I love getting people to think about having a masterclass in their stack at some point. And just letting people know, I think the future of university is university by the people, for the people. And so, yeah, I bet if I was to interview everyone here, I would be able to find a masterclass within you. Then what I do with that masterclass is I extend it. Anyone that wants to go further, because 3 hours is just a glimpse into kind of how to package and price and build a stack that can kind of generate new revenue streams for you. I extend it into a group program. And this is a 6-week class or a 1-month program. It's a bit more expensive. It's $500. And again, we take and go over the course of 6 weeks and build out a full stack for anyone who takes that program. So again, another unique way to kind of think of, you know, I was like, okay, well, it looks like people are interested in this masterclass. I wonder if I can upsell a longer term class and take them further than I do in that class. Again, turns out that the world said, yep, 78 people wanted to register for that over the last 3 years. It's been a really nice revenue generator for me. It's been really fun to teach a group program. So just like another way to kind of think about packaging and pricing. And then, yeah, other things, I think a lot of people I've met in their fields have been asked to speak, but oftentimes it's really hard to, have a package price ready for that. So I just have a hire me to speak. I usually do my speaking gigs for free because it actually generates more value than charging for it. But I have had a company ask me to kind of come in and deliver a presentation for their staff. And I just put a price on it for $3,500 and again, sent them my offer and they booked it. So high level, I just wanted to like kind of speak through some of these offers to show you that, you know, you can really package and price anything you can dream up, and with the click of a button, make it available for someone to test it and to see if they would buy it. Like I said, there's so many people. I was going to bring up a brain that I just onboarded yesterday. His name was Florian. And within a couple days and one session with me, I'll show you what he was able to make. So he's from Frankfurt. He just moved to Spain because he got cold and he goes there for the summer. But yeah, within one session, he unlocked one of our templated offers, the Pick My Brain call, a coaching session, which is a templated offer. Again, I think most people in the world could offer these sessions if they're not already. They're a nice one-off. And then he built out some packages that he had in his mind that he just needed a place to kind of package. He built an authentic brand package for $8,500. And you can kind of read more about it here. He built this breakthrough perspective. It's a 6-month program, again, for that higher ticket price of about $20,000, again, going through the entire process of building a brand. And then he's got this transformational 10-week one-on-one coaching program that he's developed as well that he's going to sell for $5,000. So lots of different ways to package and price. If you ever want a source of inspiration of how people are packaging and pricing their services, you can go and search, again, go to the Meet the World's People and Pick My Brain, check out the services. Oh, one sec, there we go. Click on services and here you can kind of just scroll through and see what people are offering and get an idea of different ways you might be able to put yourself out there and be shopped. And it's kind of interesting just watching now that we've created this platform and invited these 500 humans from all around the world, given them the opportunity to package a price to see what they come up with. So feel free if you want to check out other offers to come here and browse it. I find as a freelancer, I get all of kind of my ideas and motivation from other freelancers. But I just wanted to give a high level overview of like that idea of packaging and pricing. Any questions from there? I'm going to pause for a second. I'm just going to check out the chat here.
Yeah, Maxine, we do have some questions. Let me pick some of them. First one, are there many European brains on your platform?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, actually, you know what? And I'll take like half questions here and then I'll open it up at the end too. And we can kind of just have an open discussion because I've got a few more things to say. But yeah, Europe is actually, we started in North America, but we actually just surpassed, we have just as many European brains as we do North American brains. And it's really interesting because I find culturally Europeans, and we have more people booking brains from Europe. I find Europeans are much more open to accessing the knowledge of others. They're really curious about meeting people from all around the world, much more than I'd actually say North America in a little bit. I don't have the full data, but I found that, yeah, Europeans, I'm launching this new program and I'll talk to it a little bit in a little bit, but it's called Meet the World's People. And it's this program that gives you an opportunity to meet one new person every single month for a meaningful, deep conversation. And we want to make it a subscription. We want to make it kind of as popular as Audible or Netflix or Masterclass. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty tired of just learning from famous people. I actually get much more knowledge just talking to regular people. This is Yoka. She's one of the brains that you can book if you join Meet the World's People. She's a Holocaust survivor, and one of the first women who went and did her master's in mathematics. She's fascinating. But yeah, anyways, I find Europeans are really into this Meet the World's People idea. I don't know if it's because there's so many countries and cultures in one small area, but definitely have European brains. Yes. Should we take one more question before I keep going?
Yeah, well, I guess we have to decide. Let's tackle questions because we're just ending the time. Because I see there are quite a lot of them are coming.
Okay.
And one of those, how to start formulating your packages and find the relevant price, Božidar is asking.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a minute here and go into the back end of my profile so you can guys kind of see the back end. But pricing is, people really struggle with pricing. And so what we did to help with that, was we templated these offers with pricing overlaid, so that you could just add them, and that we all kind of, we start somewhere. So recommendations on pricing, kind of tricky. I say it totally depends on what your strategy is. But if I was to go to this is the back end of my Pick My Brain profile. This is where I create all of the offers I showed you. So everything here is living on my profile. But when you log into Pick My Brain for the first time, these are how many offers I've just created for fun. You'll go down to this template section. And these are the templates that you can just add if you aren't, knowing how to package and price your own. So I want everyone to charge $100 an hour in the world. It'd be really nice. I think that's a really nice, fair rate for one-on-one work. And so, that's kind of where I've started the baseline. I think us as freelancers too, we kind of have to keep our prices strong, so that, we don't always fall into the trap of giving our time away for free. It's really easy to as a freelancer, especially when you're by yourself. So yeah, I started by building templates. It's 30 minutes for $50 or 45 minutes for 75 or 60 for 75. And then you just kind of increase from there, right? Our mentoring session is a little bit cheaper than our coaching sessions because our mentoring sessions are intended for the youth. And so we've brought down that price. So pricing is a funny one. I guess it depends whether it's a one-on-one offer or if it's a one-to-many offer, but I've tried to help people through that pricing by setting the bar here. I'm like, if you're going to offer coaching, start at $150. You can always build custom discount codes and Pick My Brain, gift offers that people can bring that price down, but let's start there. And see if you get any bookings, and then you can tweak it. I've increased my price over the time once I passed 50 bookings or something. But I really just play with it. Sometimes I'll want to do an event and it's $10. Sometimes I do a class and it's $100. It depends how it feels. And the more you kind of play with your offers, the more comfortable you get with your audience and what they're willing to pay for certain things. But yeah, we've tried to take away and make that a little bit easier by setting the prices on some of these offers so you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, and likewise, you can go and check what others are proposing just to see how relevant you are. It's a very nice benchmark, I find, actually.
Yeah.
The question, do you help with marketing of profile, or how does it go? It just stays there and, you wait until someone contacts you?
So it's kind of two-way. So I was going to say, yeah, the benefits of Pick My Brain, if so more say is one thing. Well, first, you automatically get added to a marketplace, right? You automatically get added to this place where everyone else is doing this and people are starting in the world to come shop here. So number one, your global exposure, and your ability to be found is increasing. Number two, Pick My Brain definitely does showcase. That's why we ask so many questions about our brains on their profile. We love to tell stories about our brains. We host networking events once a month. When you become a brain and you submit a profile, we'll invite all of our brains once a month to an event where we just mix and match them over the course of 90 minutes, and everyone kind of learns what each other does and what each other has to offer. And I find the more we know what each other does, the more we can word of mouth referral everyone. And that's how it's just kind of nice to start that engine going. So all of our brains start to get to know each other. And then that word of mouth just gets so strong and it crosses countries, it crosses borders, it crosses cultures. And again, like you find, like yesterday, I had someone from Mumbai who booked me, and I was like, well, you're my first person from Mumbai who found me. How did you find me? And someone told him about me, and he could easily go to Pick My Brain and find me. And I was like, this is really cool. Second, as a community that's starting to get started, Pick My Brain actually is starting to sell the gift of knowledge. You can buy a Pick My Brain credit card and get it for your friend, or we're starting to sell these for Christmas. So there's a bunch of people out there that have Pick My Brain credit cards that they can only spend that money on knowledge, which is one of my dreams. I just like love the idea of that. So now you know that there's these people out there that they can only spend money on Pick My Brain. So if you have a session on there, chances are someone might spend that money on you. So we're always looking for ways to drive demand for the platform. And then this Meet the World's People program is intended for that as well. Anyone that joins Meet the World's People for $10 a month gets 1 credit in their account, and they can go and use that on any brain as well. So it really gets people to explore. Sometimes I use that credit, like here, someone from Singapore, maybe I just want to know more about Singapore. So I might go meet Sujata and use my session there. And in doing so, start to learn that Sujata, what she's been through, that she wrote a book. I ended up buying her book, and like, it's crazy the where you can go when you just start with a conversation. But now I know that she offers coaching. I know that she has a book. I know that she mentors students, so I can start to share that. So yes, I think being part of Pick My Brain, that was one of my intentions, is just to help freelancers with the immense amount of things that we have on our plate as independents. I find we all do it ourselves, but if we do it together, it just becomes so much easier for all of us. So yes.
Cool. And I see comments. Yeah. I see comments. Wow, this looks like one of the best platforms out there. Very professional. And Ivan was actually asking earlier if there is a niche, like, are you specializing on specific profiles, or it's open to all?
It is open to all. And actually, my mission is the more diverse, the better. I think everyone could build, I think just like LinkedIn, if you have a LinkedIn profile, you should have a Pick My Brain profile. And I'm looking from people from every country, from every industry, from every discipline. We have brains ages from 18 to 80, 81. Yoka is our oldest brain. From all different industries and cultures. And I think that is the future of education. I think that is the future of work. We're starting to cross-pollinate. I think that's really important for us to go forward to solve some of the problems that we're seeing in the world. So yeah, we are open for absolutely anyone. And we're seeing so many different jobs be created through Pick My Brain. I saw this really interesting stat that said by 2030, 80% of the jobs that are going to exist don't even exist today. And there's this huge transformation going, and I'm watching on Pick My Brain it happen. People are just like making up sessions that would make them happy and putting a price on it so we can exchange. So the sky is the limit. One of the offers I made one time was called a Dream Out Loud call. I had just gotten back from New York. And again, it's really easy to create an offer, right? I created this Dream Out Loud call. And I was like, you know what? People don't dream enough. I was like, I need people to dream. So I'm going to create an offer and see if people want to dream. And it was an over the phone session. I think I charged like $50. I said, I'm only going to do 20 of these. It's an hour call. And the description is 60 minutes to dream out loud. That's it. I want you to call me and I want you to tell me your dreams for 60 minutes. And I want to pull them out of you because I think you need to do this more. I think we go to therapy. Why can't we go to dream therapy? And I created this offer and I put it on my profile just like that. That's as easy as it is to create an offer. Turned it on. And I was like, hello world. I don't think we're dreaming enough. I've created an offer. Would you like to dream out loud with me? And I had it sold out. And I was like, and every time I do this, and some flop, some work, but every time I do it, I'm just amazed at sometimes people just simply need an invitation and that formalization to book you. And it needs to be so clear. But yeah, I had all these 20 people come and share all their dreams with me. It was amazing. I would have paid to be on that call, and yet people were paying me for it. And it was just like such a funny thing to do. But yeah, it really is that simple.